And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Williams finds his target down the middle.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quick give. It's McPherson. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. Might as well run him again. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
As a defensive coordinator, you always want your guys to be physical and set the tone. How about this with this offense? They run the ball 3 straight times and no first down. This defense does a great job being very disciplined up front, being very physical, and now getting 3 stops in a row and forcing a 4th down.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Hands it off. Sees a crease. Got the first down. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Underwood. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Deep in the end zone, it's Williams. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Right side, it's Johnson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag run.
And the Trojans have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll move the tight end. Headed outside, it's McPherson. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
Throwing, Williams. Rushes on. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Williams will pass. Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Williams. Oh, pressure's coming. Unloads in the nick of time.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Left side is marked. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Quarterback signaling to his guy. On the run, it's McPherson. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tackles. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Holds and fires complete to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wide receiver comes in motion. 3rd down from the gun, Williams. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
And the Trojans will punt this one away. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. 4th down, Williams. He wants to go deep. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. They'll run it. Drop immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming? Coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. The Trojans use their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. On a ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Underwood. Under pressure. He's got it at the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass.
Number 99, set to kick off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Williams to throw. The screen, he can go. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Ocean from the wideout. Lined up in the gun. Williams on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll run the counter. They were all over it.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Williams. Timed it perfectly to not get free and forces the 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Third and long coming up. He's changing the play. Motion from the back. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Got it. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Kick is in the air. Making his first move. Makes a move. And there he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. Stealing a score on special teams. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football on an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on. They're so quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Throwing, Williams. And here's a fumble way behind the line. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the middle. Complete to Williams over the middle. Run ends there.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Underwood to throw. The screen, and watch out. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Wide receiver going in motion. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at. He's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Williams. Caught, it's Lawson. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Williams will pass. He's got the back in the middle. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Here's Williams to throw. Williams open on the right side. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Third and long right here. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They'll send the back in motion. Third down from the gun, Williams. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. It's Williams again. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing, Underwood. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is...
And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Man, that's a really fun toy to have. When you can go 5 wide and use your running back, man, and make them have to cover him with a bigger body. A guy that he's faster than, but a guy that can now run routes. And you see these running backs, man, they've developed so well in their route running. Nice route, on the same page with this quarterback. They have a nice connection right there.
The Trojans, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Williams. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. From the gun, it's Kane. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Trojans have moved it inside the 20. Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Out wide left, it's Kane. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback changing the play. Throwing, Williams. Rolls right. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Williams looking for a man. They're all over him. Blasted as he lets it go.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw in the double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up in the double coverage.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll close the gap to 14.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's Ole Miss in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Starting this third quarter on the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Keep it on the ground. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Simon. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Here's Underwood. Going deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw. It falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Still looking to his right. gets rid of it.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Making the adjustment. Williams. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Williams will pass. He's got an open man, and he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Here's Williams to throw. Buying time to his right. Firing to the right, complete. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Making the adjustment on the play. Takes off. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for the marker. Sees an alley. There he goes. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. Just keeps moving. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the read. Driving forward, it's Simon. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Underwood. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Trying to cut through the noise. Looking for the score. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. They make the stop right at the 10-yard line, but oh, what a turn of momentum with that interception. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Sends it back in motion. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Williams fires on the move. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Williams looking for a man. Complete downfield. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Trojans have their offense in high gear. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Throwing, Williams. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
He makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking for space. It's Simon. And he's brought down after a short gain.
But we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Trying to establish the run. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Here's Underwood to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. Fields the punt. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. The play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pulls it in.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Welsh. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. 2nd and long here.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards. Make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Left side, it's Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They'll go with a direct snap. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Wolverines. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
Oof, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They give it back to him. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Drives inside. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Needs it. Shakes off the defender. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Now when you've got a running back like that, he just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Out wide right, it's Kane. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Kane. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line. A pickup of 6.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Good gain on the return in this. It has set them up with a big play.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. And he makes the extra point. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Welch. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Burrowing for yardage. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Needs it here on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the back. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Stop, no chance. This defensive line won the battle, and they got the football back with a 4th down stop. Hits inside. It's Welsh. He's got enough. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
And finally, we see a nice game. It's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds a man on the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Drops back on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Looking to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. After this, it'll be a wrap. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty.